Whitney Port and mother Vicki Port in California. Rachel Murray, Getty Images for Vital Cuisine. Behind these successful women is their mother. When it comes to pursuing a passion or creating a lasting career, many people attribute their success to the guidance and influence of their matriarchs. In fact, 23% of Americans turn to their mothers over a professional financial advisor. Whether referring to mom for money advice, or launching a company based on values ingrained from an early age, these prominent women tell Money-ish what it's meant to them to have their mothers as mentors. Harris Faulkner, co-host of Outnumbered, and anchor on Outnumbered Overtime on Fox News. My mom, Shirley, passed away in November 2016. I miss her deeply. Every day, she was very strong in her Christian faith. She used to say there is one goal above all else in life, that goal is to get to heaven. Steps and decisions in your life to get there must reflect that you have integrity, passion and intestinal fortitude. The wisdom from my mom has sharpened for me now that I am a mom raising two young women under construction, as I call them. They are 9 and 11 years old. She imparted on me that when you are faced with a big decision, conflict or difficult people, to ask yourself, is it kind, is it necessary, and is it true? This will help keep you on the high road. Never regret taking the high road. Harris Faulkner, co-host on Fox News channels Outnumbered, and anchor on Outnumbered Overtime with her daughters. Harris Faulkner, Camilla Bell, actress in When a Stranger Calls, and 10,000 BC. From styling looks for events to creating an aesthetic for a character and day-to-day dressing, I still learn so much from her. She always goes after what she believes in, strives for the best and never gives up. Laziness is not part of her vocabulary. I have grown a much thicker skin as I've gotten older, but it has not come naturally. I admire her ability to not care about others' opinions and thoughts. She has always said to me, no one else is paying your bills or keeping a roof over your head, so why do you care what they say or think? Whitney Port, star of The Hills and The City, and creative director of various companies, she has always taught me to work hard and play hard. She was never very hard on me in school, she just wanted me to do my best, and I think that's what allowed me to thrive. I'm like my mom in that my child's needs will always come first, and I will make my relationship with my husband a huge priority forever, as I think a strong foundation for your kids is super important. And don't get me wrong, I think there's something to be said about the saying, better safe than sorry, but I don't think I have it in me to be double-checking and resolving every safety hazard that Sonny comes in contact with. Whitney Port and little Sonny Rosenman in West Hollywood. Charlie Galley, Getty Images for Gray Mullen. Jill Martin, Today Show contributor and creative director of Getty QVC. My mommy, yes, I still call her mommy, has been such a driving force of confidence in my life, which ultimately I feel has helped me achieve success. I was always taught to never take no for an answer, which has been both a blessing and detriment. To be honest, my mom always said, if you don't ask, you definitely won't get what you want. If you do, you can at least say you tried. I am so profoundly grateful for the love and strength my mom has given me. She is my biggest cheerleader and I hope she knows I am hers. Jamie Stelter, morning anchor of Mornings on 1, on Spectrum News NY1. The biggest lesson I learned from her was staying positive. She is always in a good mood, and when she's not, or when someone upsets her, she finds a way to stay positive through it. And staying positive helped me when my first engagement fell apart. Or when I have had multiple miscarriages, and I had to go on TV the next day. My mom was like, you put on the brightest color that you own, and you get in there, you smile, and you keep doing what you're doing. It was never a question of letting the anger or sadness guide me. Jamie Stelter, morning anchor of Mornings on 1, on Spectrum News NY1. Jamie Stelter, Gail Simmons, food writer and Top Chef judge. My mother taught me confidence, and the understanding that if I worked hard and was firm in my convictions, if there was something that I wanted, and I aimed for it, I could figure out how to make it happen. She was always there to support us and encourage us to get back on our feet, but it was always up to us to figure out a solution. And I have a 4-year-old, and I'm expecting my second, and my tendency is to want to make everything okay all the time for my children, but that doesn't prepare them for the real world or make them stronger. So that gives me even more respect for my mother, that she was able to nurture us without coddling us. Writer Gail Simmons in New York City. Jamie McCarthy, Getty Images for food. My father, the love of her life, passed away when I was 15. She taught me what true love is by the way she cared for my father, especially during his final days. She showed me that family is everything, and we must always take the time to enjoy the moments with those we love the most, because they can be gone in an instant. As a mother of 2 now, I try as often as I can to put down my phone, put away my email, and focus on the incredible things my children do each day. Today it was our 2-year-old daughter Sienna singing Frozen. The emails can wait, but our children will be grown up before we know it. B. Shapiro, LS Brooklyn Body Care founder and New York Times columnist. Mom is from Taiwan, and she says everything pretty bluntly. And when I was little, I was already obsessed with fashion and beauty. And she saw me taking makeup to school when I was 11 or 12. So she told me, there is always going to be someone prettier than you. There is no such thing as the prettiest. So do the best with what you can with what you have, but don't be obsessed with being perfect. That really stuck with me. It's not about competing with the others, it's about doing the best with what you have. And it actually really served me really well with the way I have approached my career, waxing on about working, motherhood, career, leadership and more. At Monocandy Kids Work It with B. Shapiro, Brooklyn's finest. https://t.co/isu2jqq1wb. Shapiro, at B. Shapiro, February 22, 2018. Jean Casares, CNN correspondent. The best lesson my mother taught me about succeeding in a career was to get my education, and then do what I really wanted to do. As an educator, she knew that education was my gateway to succeeding in life. I graduated from USC in Los Angeles, and then went on to law school, graduating with my Juris Doctorate and passing my bar exams. That allowed me to pursue journalism with a passion, specializing in the legal arena. With my first job at the network level in New York City being Court TV, and now CNN, I have been able to fulfill things that began as dreams. What allowed me to come this far, in some part, was that education my mother instilled in me as a young girl. Jessica Pimentel, actress on Orange is the New Black and Surfer Girl. Somehow, she managed to take care of me, run a household, hold several jobs and put herself through school, as a single mother, to follow her passion for psychology. There were many times that she wanted to quit and take a boring job that would pay all the bills, but her love of science would not let her give up. There were times when I also wanted to give up pursuing the arts. I was ready to take a job in another field that would be a much more stable. When I told my mother that I was considering this, she told me, "You were not put on this earth to fix computers. You have a gift, and you have a talent, and it would be a shame if you threw it all away. Sometimes you have to take a harder, longer path." Jessica Pimentel from Orange is the New Black shares her mom's advice. David Livingston, Getty Images. Liz Stern, CEO of Viva Moms. My mother taught me by her example to prioritize family. So many people get swept away in life's storms, both the disastrous ones and the friendly sun showers, that they take the people closest to them for granted. She always made sure that my sister and myself came first. There was nothing she wouldn't do for her 2 daughters. I have always made certain my family and close friends come first. Also, always have $1 in your pocket, or $100. Be yourself and don't worry what anyone thinks. And be a strong sister. Victoria Brito, muse, model, dancer and DJ. My mother sacrificed so much in order to bring me from Brazil to the United States. We moved to Miami with nothing but the American dream. I was soon scouted by a modeling agency at the age of 12, and my first job was for W magazine. My mom taught me to leap forward with both feet, and trust in fate. Model Victoria Brito talks to Money-ish about her mom. Cindy Ord, Getty Images for Longchamp. Christina Bryant, founder of Street. Frank, my mom taught me a lot of the design basics that have helped me to develop St. Frank's unique aesthetic. I'm an untrained merchant and product designer, but I think a lot of my informal training came from my mom over the course of my life. She encouraged me to pursue my entrepreneurial dreams. She has invested in the company, and she's our #1 brand ambassador. And she's the consummate entertainer. She taught me the spirit of hospitality, that anyone is welcome, and it doesn't matter if you're ready for guests or not. It's the gesture of generosity in opening your home and welcoming someone, and that makes others feel good. Mimi Dakar, VP and Creative Director at Sonia Dakar, and daughter of Sonia Dakar. Even though my mom would tell me she was building a business as a legacy to hand down to me and my siblings, I never really thought I'd end up in the family business. I saw my mom work 14-hour days, 7 days a week, and never complain. She taught us to be bold and trust your gut. Your instinct is not to be ignored in business. Whether it's a deal, a new product or a business relationship, you must trust yourself and your instincts. This sense of confidence is what you need to be a strong leader and businesswoman. Mariah Chase, CEO of Eloco, she didn't always have it super easy, and her tenacity and determination to forge ahead when times weren't so great have always been an inspiration to me. As she says, when life hands you lemons, tuck 'em inside your bra. I'm not kidding, she really says that. I find myself calling upon those qualities when life gets a little tough. Hannah Scavarla, co-founder of The Little Market. My mom showed me the importance of helping others at a young age, and that's something I'm forever grateful for. Growing up, we worked with several nonprofits such as the American Jewish World Services and Landmine Survivors Network, and those trips opened my eyes to the challenges that other people face. My mom made it clear that each of us has a responsibility to give back to those in need. My parents raised 5 kids and have always put others before themselves. Whenever I need help figuring out how to balance work, family and charity, I check in with my mom. Copyright 2018 Dow Jones.